In the quiet aftermath of loss, when hope seems distant and every step feels heavy, something remarkable stirs within you. This is not the end, but a turning point, a moment to rediscover who you are beneath the scars and shattered dreams. Each breath, each small act of courage, becomes a building block for the new foundation you'll create. Your strength lies not in never falling, but in rising, time and time again until you stand tall once more. Maybe you're broke, not just in your wallet, but in your spirit. You've poured yourself into things that gave nothing back. You've given love and loyalty and sweat and time, only to watch it all disappear like dust in the wind. The bills are stacking up, and so are the burdens. You're tired of trying, tired of pretending you're okay, tired of waking up every day to a reality that feels more like survival than life. You've walked into rooms where you felt invisible. You've tried to scream, but nothing came out. You've looked in the mirror and barely recognized the person staring back. And yet, with all of that, you're still breathing. That breath, right now, is proof that you're not finished. The world may have turned its back, people may have overlooked you, but life hasn't let go of you. And that means there's still a purpose beating within your chest. Being broken doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. And sometimes, it makes you powerful beyond belief. Because when something breaks, you get to rebuild it. And this time, you get to choose every brick. Yes, you may have shattered. Yes, the pain may have taken everything you thought you needed to stand. But brokenness doesn't mean you're beyond repair. It means you've been tested. It means you've been stretched. It means life tried to crush you. But here you are, still breathing. That breath you just took? It's sacred. It's strength. It's the first step in a new direction. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be whole to begin. All you need is one moment, this moment, to decide that the story doesn't end here. People may not see the battles you've fought, the nights you've cried yourself to sleep, or the days you had to drag yourself out of bed just to function. But that doesn't make your struggle any less real. You've survived storms that would have drowned others. You've walked through fire, and maybe you're still singed from it, but you made it through. Maybe you didn't walk out strong. Maybe you crawled, but you didn't stay down. And that's what matters. You're still breathing, still fighting, still searching for light in the dark. That makes you a warrior. And here's the truth about comebacks. They don't start with applause. They start in the silence. In the tears you wipe alone. In the choices you make when no one's watching. In the small, defiant whisper that says, "I'm not giving up." Your comeback starts when you decide you're worth fighting for, even if no one else sees it, even if everything around you is falling apart. You don't need perfect circumstances to rise again. You just need courage. Not the loud kind, not the type that shouts or boasts, but the quiet, persistent kind. The kind that shows up every day and says, "I'll try again." You see, most people wait for permission to rise. They wait for a sign, for validation, for someone to save them, but not you. Because something in you knows that you weren't born just to survive. You were born to rise. Yes, you've fallen. Yes, you've lost. But none of that disqualifies you. In fact, it prepares you. Every scar is a story of strength. Every failure is a stepping stone. Every broken piece can become part of your masterpiece. This is the season of rebuilding. Not fast, not flashy, but real. This is the season where you gather what's left and start to create something new. This is where you begin to dream again. Not the old dreams that failed you, but new ones born out of wisdom, out of clarity, out of knowing what really matters. You don't have to go back to who you were before the fall. You don't have to recreate the past. This is your chance to become, to evolve, to transform, to rise from the ashes with fire in your soul and purpose in your steps. You are not your bank account. You are not your past mistakes. You are not the opinions of those who left. You are not the sum of your worst days. You are the person who didn't quit. The person who kept breathing, even when it hurt. The person who reached for hope in the dark. That's who you are. And that person is unstoppable. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need to post your pain or your progress for approval. What you're building now is sacred. It's between you and the fire inside you. Let the results speak. Let your growth speak. Let your peace speak. Because when you come back, not if, but when, you'll come back stronger, clearer, wiser, and the world will wonder how you did it. But you'll know. You'll know that it was the nights you didn't sleep, the prayers you whispered, the tears you wiped on your own sleeve. You'll know that it was the quiet moments of bravery that no one saw. That's what makes this story powerful. Don't rush it. Healing is not linear. Progress is not always visible. Some days will still feel heavy. Some memories will still sting. But with every step, every choice to show up, every act of self-compassion, you are rising. You're redefining success. You're rewriting your story. And this story? It's not a tragedy. It's a tale of triumph. Let the world see what resilience looks like. Let your scars speak of survival, your voice speak of truth, and your actions speak of strength. You don't have to shout to be powerful. Sometimes the softest voice, the quietest strength, the calmest resolve, that's what changes everything. So stand up. Even if you're still trembling, speak up. Even if your voice shakes, show up. Even if you don't feel ready, you are not a mistake. You are not an accident. You are here for a reason. And this part of your journey, the broken, still breathing part, this is where the magic happens. This is where you find out who you really are. Not in the spotlight, but in the shadows. Not on the mountaintop, but in the valley. Because it's in the valley where roots grow deep. And deep roots? They make you unshakable. Life might bend you, but it won't break you again. You've already been through the worst, and you're still standing. Imagine what's possible now that you know what you're made of. You are still breathing, and that means everything. That means there's more love to give, more life to live, more battles to win, more purpose to fulfill. You didn't come this far to quit. You didn't survive all that pain just to stay stuck. You're not here to play small, to stay silent, to hide your light. You're here to rise, to rebuild, to become. This is not the end. This is your comeback story. And it's just getting started.